Well, hello everybody. Hope everybody's doing okay. Welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe. It's Friday, October 29, 2021. And yeah, so what? I'm on my way to work. Yay! Work. I mean, did you expect me to be excited about going to work? No. Just work. It's a way to generate income, just to be excited, so I have money to go and do other things that I like. Right now, this morning, let me say this. I'm getting absent-minded, so this morning I head out down. I live in the third floor, so I head out down, and when I open the door outside, there was a sun, and my brain is like, "Oh, sun, warm, yay, sun, it's nice." And I got outside, and this was cold, and I realized that I have forgotten my sweater. That's how bad my mind is right now. And even though I had already enough coffee, and I'm still drinking more coffee because I drink like almost like, say I drink about 40 ounces of coffee in the morning. I can't believe that I forgot my sweater, my hoodie. Got my hoodie now. So yeah, but yeah, the mental note, the lesson today is like, just because there's the sun shining bright in the sky in this season doesn't mean that it's going to be warm. So yeah, lesson learned. Oh well. I've learned that lesson a long time ago. I've been living here in New York for like 16 years. 16, 17 years. Yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be like 17 years. Yeah, 17 years now. Since 2004, when I moved from Puerto Rico to Troy, where I'm living now. I live in Troy. And, from Puerto Rico to Troy to pursue further studies at RPI. Yeah, I went to RPI for a while. I don't know if anybody knew that. Not that that is important, or that makes my life better because I am working in a Walmart. Anyway, so this weekend, Saturday, Immortal Championship Wrestling is going to be in Troy. At the McDonald's, some Singapore complex or something like that in Troy. Follow they have an event page and they have their page on Facebook. Make sure to follow Immortal Championship Wrestling. Give them a chance. And then Sunday, October 31st, I go to New Jersey to wrestle at Spartan Championship Wrestling el domingo 31 de octubre 2021, voy para New Jersey, Nueva Jersey, a luchar para la compañía Spartan Championship Wrestling en Kenilworth, New Jersey. So, consiguen su boleto, compren su boleto y nos veremos en New Jersey. Sí. And I know I'm not wearing my face paint and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, get your tickets, So yeah, I'm looking forward to this weekend. And then next week, Tag Title Turmoil 2 by New York Championship Wrestling in Whitesboro, New York at the Accelerated Sport Complex. So those are places where you can catch up with me and see me wrestle. And then after that, there's another Immortal Championship Wrestling show on November 20th. Vicky Guerrero is going to be in it, and I'm planning on going to see that show too. Again, get your tickets. Immortal Championship Wrestling. And so yeah, it's going to be wrestling weekend again. So Saturday I have to help my friend to fix, replace her motors and brake pads. I'm helping her with that. Then I got what else I got? Got a bunch of stuff going on, honestly. Like mostly it's just like the fact that I work so much. Oh yeah, today I'm excited because today Friday, I got Dungeons and Dragons gaming today, which I am really looking forward to that. I love playing Dungeons and Dragons, and got in this group, and it's been so much fun. I'm playing a druid that likes to burn things down, literally. Like I burn things down. It's fantastic. And I never realized that playing a druid that burns things out could be so much fun to play, you know. So I'm super excited about it. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I got, well, not necessarily. Like I've been thinking. One of the things that I was thinking, and this is me, my mental health during the pandemic has been one of the biggest things for me to keep. You know, it really, the isolation and loneliness is real when you are a person that is alone. You know. I tend to share an apartment with other people because this last year I was really poor. I didn't have enough money to cover a high rent. Like now I'm a little bit more stable. I can afford the apartment that I have, which I like, and I want to stay living where I'm living. Which means that I'm going to find I have to go through the process of finding another roommate to take the other room. And I know that before some people, and I admit it, like I was jumping from job to job, and I was highly unstable in terms of like my finances. So a lot of people got mad at me because of that, you know. And I understand that, you know. Not being able to be financially stable is of concern because at some point I could have problems paying the rent. My dad was helping me. I haven't asked for help from my dad in a while, which is a good thing, at least this year. So I'm happy that the job that I have right now is paying me an income that I can easily afford my rent, and I can easily afford my car payments. And look, if you are struggling, like definitely I can understand that people struggle, people can have difficulty financially. You know, the rent, seriously, the rent in New York is expensive, and unless you have a really decent income, it can be very difficult to live on your own, you know. To think that people should get paid miserable wages, you know, it's disgusting in my opinion when people think that way, you know, because it's just math. It's just simple math. If you are paying people way below 50 an hour, you are keeping people in poverty, and when you are a full-grown adult, you can live with that type of income. So I've had to share an apartment with other people, and I'm getting stressed out because my girlfriend roommate, they are going to be moving out with their boyfriend, and now I need to find somebody else to take his place. I went last year through a bad roommate situation. We didn't get along, and things ended up getting very bad, you know, at the end of it. And I was able to move out, and I'm glad that I was able to move out. And but still, it was a tough situation. But at the same time, going back to being, so now I need to search for a new roommate, or I've been thinking about living alone on my own, but I will have to find then an apartment that I can afford, because in all honesty I cannot afford paying the rent by myself on my in a 2-bedroom apartment. So I'll have to probably move to a different apartment, either a studio or a 1-bedroom apartment. That can be an option, but I don't know. I like the place where I'm living, and I really don't want to move again. I almost move every year, and I'm tired of moving. I just want to stay where I'm living. But for that, I will need to find a roommate that is also financially, a little bit financially stable, and can cover the amount of rent that I have to pay, and somebody that has a reasonable means of transportation, because where I live, there's only one bus that goes by. So when it comes to public transportation, it doesn't have too much access, which is unfortunate. But I have, I mean, on my end, I have changed, and like I said, I'm stable. Even though I'm considering looking for another job, I'm stable financially at this time, which is a good thing. But even then, if I'm looking for another job, that's different. At the same time, I have to admit that loneliness is something that I've been dealing lately, and I don't think I have fully recovered from the loneliness that the pandemic has caused. Mostly because I only go to work. I don't see my coworkers as friends; they're just coworkers. But it's been a tough time, honestly, and I feel like I have reached out to people. I've been talking with a mental health counselor, but like I feel like not many people have contacted me to even like people that I consider friends. I don't know. Like I feel sometimes I feel like abandoned. Honestly, like I feel a little bit like if I were to something bad will happen to me, I'll be screwed. Like I would be totally completely screwed. Like nobody will care, and I would be in a tough spot. That's how I feel sometimes, you know. And I think that's why I had that weird dream that I had a few weeks ago, where I was dreaming about like being in a place where I got invited to a dinner, and everybody started eating, but I didn't want to eat, and then everybody started dying from the food being poisoned, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And then I run out, and I found myself alone in the world, you know. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare, and it was a scary dream, honestly. And I feel like that's why I was having that dream, because I think I've been dealing with a lot of loneliness. Yes, for the time being. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy that I'm getting to meet new people, like especially during recent training. I'm happy that I got that bag, that I'm beginning to go more frequently, because other than that, I haven't gone to, except for wrestling shows, I haven't been able to go to many. I've not been going to the club. I've not been doing karaoke. I used to do karaoke at the time, and I haven't done karaoke in a while, honestly. I enjoy doing karaoke, and I haven't been able to go. I haven't had the energy to go because of my job. And so yeah, I've been hanging out with one of my friends, but it's not like all the time. I only see them like every 4 weeks almost. So it's been a lonely time, and I think that I've been dealing with that loneliness. It's been tough, honestly, and I get it. You know, like there was a pandemic. You have to be safe out there, you know, and I've been doing what I can to stay safe, you know, but it has been so much isolation for the past year that I think that's why I got into school, because I didn't want to feel alone. So like going to school gave me something to do, and also a place to like, oh, maybe I can meet people, you know. And that's why I went to school part-time. that was also the reason. Besides the fact that I like automotive mechanics, I'm trying to find something else to do with my life. Getting more training to find a better job opportunity and something that I like. And but in all honesty, like dealing with loneliness has been one of the toughest things that I have to deal during this time, during the pandemic. It's been depressing. It's been depressing, and not feeling. And I'm glad that my friend invited me to play Dungeons and Dragons, because that also have helped me have something social to do. Even though I admit, playing online is different, and I rather play in person, mostly because I just like to roll there's an element of using virtual dice in a program versus using real dice in a real gaming session. I like playing with my dice and being able to roll the dice and seeing the dice rolling. To me, that is the most amazing thing about playing Dungeons and Dragons. Besides listening to a story and trying to do the things that, will the DM allow me to do this thing? I don't know. Maybe I will ask and see what happens. So yeah, definitely Dungeons and Dragons is something that I enjoy playing, and I'm glad that at least I have a group that I'm playing frequently, because there was a time that I didn't have a group, and before the pandemic I was going on Wednesdays afternoons to my local game store to play, and I haven't gone to that either in a while. I've been going more to wrestling practice on Wednesdays, and I haven't gone to play Dungeons and Dragons in person. Also, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in person in a while. I still have the cards of Yu-Gi-Oh, but and Yu-Gi-Oh is a card game. It's a trading card game. It's similar to Magic the Gathering, which I also have some cards, but I'm not as many as the ones that I have for Yu-Gi-Oh. I haven't played Magic the Gathering either, so I admit it. So yeah, definitely I haven't done much outside of just going to work and then going to my apartment. I haven't done much, honestly. I just been playing it safe because I really don't want to. Again, I think it's also living on my own and being a person that lives for most part is responsible for myself. I just don't want to get sick, and to me, getting sick with a virus, it's something that is scary. It really scares me, and knowing that some people haven't been experiencing symptoms that have lasted for more afterwards, it makes me very concerned about getting sick, and that's why I haven't done too much socially. But the isolation is real. The level of loneliness is real, and it's a tough time for a person living alone and not having also family nearby, not being in a relationship. It can be a tough time, honestly. It can be a tough time, and I just don't know how I have done it, but there have been times that it has hit me hard, the loneliness. It really has hit me hard, and I think the dream that I have, it's part of that, because that loneliness can come even though I try not to think about it. It's still there. The feelings are there. So I think the nightmare that I had was caused by those feelings of loneliness that I've been dealing with, and that I haven't. That there's not an easy fix to that. It's not like I can fix loneliness in an easy way. But at the same time, focusing on the things I have work and gaming and wrestling. Be glad that wrestling is back, honestly. That's hanging out with my friends and wrestling. It's, and when I was talking about friends, I mean close friends, but Like, I'm glad that wrestling's back. I get to see my friends in wrestling and like getting to do shows. I don't feel that lonely when I'm in a wrestling show. I'm happy that I get to spend time with people that I have a common interest. It's nice to be back doing that, and nice to be back in the ring. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I got, everybody. Please stay safe. Wear a mask if you are vaccinated. Wear a mask still to protect yourself, because the pandemic is still not over. If you haven't gotten vaccinated, consider getting vaccinated, The vaccines are safe. I got all my 3 shots because I got the Pfizer booster shot too. So get yourself vaccinated. It's the only way that the pandemic is going to end. Hopefully. And also because it will prevent you from getting extremely sick, So just get vaccinated, please. Anyway, that's all I got. Stay safe, everybody. Till next time.